My name is Robert Seward. I'm with SONARAY. We're going to be highlighting the horticulture side of our company today. As we get started, the Q&A section and the chat section. If you have any questions, Justin McCloskey is watching the Q&A, so feel free to write your question in there and he can relay it to me and we can get you an answer. If not, and the video goes off, feel free to give us a shout by email or cell phone. So we'll go ahead and get started and go to the next slide. So kind of to get started, our horticulture fixtures, 70, 130, 300, and 500 watt. We have two versions. So we have a vertical farming light bar, which is the 70 watt, and then the 150, the 300, and the 500 are more of your typical greenhouse supplemental lighting and such, more of a floodlight series. The hive side of the business is actually with racking and such, and you'll see that here in a little bit later. So we have more than just the lighting, but we won't get into all of it today. And Hive is the brand for the entire horticulture side. It's Hive Indoor Farming Systems. So feel free to check out our new website, just growhive.com, and you can look more into that. On the fixtures themselves, so the standard beam angles we have are the 90 and the 140 watt. So the difference is basically how the closer you have to the product, the more wider beam angle, which is typically why we use the 140s. We can do the 90s, but it's more of a focused light. Rule of thumb with the grow fixtures is if you are, say, 2 feet off of the product and you're at 200 micromoles, 2 feet in each direction, you should not have more than a 10% drop. We only have about a 5 to 6% drop because we use a chip on board. That's made by Citizen, but that allows us to have a more pungent distribution instead of just a straight down fixture with the micromoles. We do use the same poly lens we use on our most of our standard fixtures. Because of that, the impact resistance still IK09, so you can hit them, they can get bumped, they won't shatter. The other reason that we use that particular lens is because they don't yellow and they don't crack. So that's going to give you a better, longer delivery of the micromoles to your product than, say, a glass or another, say, a plastic lens that might yellow and block some of your output into your products. They're all IP66, so if they get sprayed on, they get pressure washed, whatever happens to them happens. It's no chance of shocking. Everything's sealed up, so it's intrinsically safe. They are very rugged in design. I actually have one of the light bars here. You can see just a standard driver on the back, the heat sink. These actually do not get very hot. It's an aluminum extrusion, and we can leave these on for a couple hours and you can still put your hand on them and they're not hot. You can still touch them without burning yourself. Again, we do use the Citizen chips with these with our own polycarbonate. And if you get a side shot, you can see the actual bulge of the lens for the distribution. We do have several different, several different options as far as the color spectrum. We have the dual peak, which both spectrums, the red wave spikes about the 630 nanometer, the blue wave right about the 450. The difference between the dual and the full spectrum is on the dual peak, your red wave is spiked much higher than what it is on the full spectrum. Dual peak are great for bringing out colors, bringing out pigments, and we've noticed it has tremendous growth with hemp, does really well with hemp plants. On your full spectrum, more of natural sunlight, the red wave is spiked, but not as much as the dual peak, and the blue wave is spiked in both fixtures, but in full spectrum, the blue is actually more intense than what it is in the dual peak. Full spectrum is good for leafy greens, herbs, anything like that, because basically it's like natural sunlight. The other reason we like the dual peak is because we have found out in your traditional plants, your photosynthesis still takes place in the yellow and the green part of the spectrum. So we actually raise that green and yellow with the full spectrum to encourage that more photosynthesis for the plants to grow quicker, better, and basically more beefier. All right. So this is just a couple quick pictures of the fixtures themselves. Up on the top left is the light bar that I actually have here. The unique thing about the vertical light bars is they are able to be linked together. So you can run your power in one end, run out the other into the next fixture. So you can serial connect these fixtures with no issue whatsoever and no tools. No electrician has to wire it. Basically plug and play and tighten it up. The next one on the top is the 150. Then following accordingly, bottom left is the 300 and the bottom right is the 500. So this is just some of the pictures we've had. We actually have a lab here in Verona. We have our own grower here, PhD. His name is Paul, if you've ever had a chance to meet him. Great guy to deal with. Definitely knows how to grow plants. Some of the ones we've grown here, we do have a hemp testing facility here. We've grown several different kind of leafy greens, cilantro, bok choy. It's literally about 60 different species that he's tested back here. Okay. So this is actually a picture of one of our smaller units. It's actually a home unit, the way it was designed, but we've had a tremendous amount of schools, middle schools and high schools, taking advantage of this fixture or of this unit, putting it in the classrooms, having a education with the kids, being able to grow their own lettuce, grow their own, in this particular case, we send basil out with it as well. And they actually can use it in the cafeteria. The kids get to have more hands-on effect with the plants. Everything with the LF1 comes with it. The nutrients, the PLC system that is your logic controller for the lights and the pumps, your rock wools, your cups. All you have to do after you assemble this fixture is pretty much add the water and mix up the nutrients that we give you. And you'll have 3 cycles worth of this that comes with the initial purchase. Aaliyah Clements is our expert on the LF1 here at Verona. So again, can reach out to us in any time and she can answer all of your questions. Another one that we've been seeing is a lot of corporate offices have been looking at actually putting this in the office buildings, whether it's for their employees to eat off of, just really kind of promote the environment, settle everybody down, make things a little calmer, because it is relaxing seeing these things growing kind of as you're going through the office. Okay. So this is a big picture of our commercial rack, and we'll do a quick 3-minute video.
We provide complete plant factory systems and solutions, covering all processes from seeding to harvesting, including professional horticulture LED lights, all of which aim to meet all requirements for modern indoor controlled environment agriculture. 3 major processes in a plant factory are seeding, growing, harvesting. During the seeding process, accurate placement is efficiently achieved by the customized, automated seeding machine. This ensures that each seed has the necessary space to grow and receives enough nutrition. The growth process includes germination in nursery racks, transplanting into the grow trays, and in-rack plant growth on multiple tiers. We use safe and lightweight material to create a variety of custom-sized grow trays, so that different plants can have the proper growth space per their respective needs. Full-spectrum LED luminaries are used to simulate sunlight. Through optimized optical and illumination distribution, every plant is ensured to evenly and equally absorb the light. The water and nutrient supply system utilizes a water-saving circular design. Given the environmental challenges of today and increasing shortages of water around the world, this system reduces the stress by utilizing significantly less water and still provides a clean and healthy grow setting. The available planting area is increased by expanding into the longitudinal space, that is, by adding area vertically, growing on multiple levels, one over the other. This can increase the possible growth by up to 10 times within the same contained square footage. We offer an automated transportation system to facilitate management and harvesting of plants on multiple levels, able to move plants among and within levels. No matter the level, the transport robot can place trays with plants to a designated level or retrieve them for easy harvesting. From seeding to growing, transportation to harvesting, We are committed to providing a complete solution for Plant Factory in order to help you optimize the production, workflow, and environmental control. Our system solutions can greatly reduce the consumption of space, time, labor, and energy. It ensures stable and consistent production output anywhere, achieving a more efficient hydroponic cultivation.
So that's our quick video of the actual commercial units. Again, SONARAY, we have all the horticulture lighting, and we actually use it in conjunction with our new company called Hive, the indoor farming systems. So with that said, if you have a building and you can temperature control your building, we actually can do everything else inside there for the vertical racking and the grow space. So if there's any questions, again, go ahead and feel free to put it into the Q&A section, and Justin will facilitate them to myself, and we will give you an answer. If not, we'll email you one as soon as we can. And we'll wait here a few minutes just in case everybody's either thinking of questions or still typing. While everybody is maybe thinking of a question, we have recorded this, so we'll send the link out to everybody here, so you have this and you have the ability to send it to your customers or potential clients. And it looks like I have one question. So what's the cost of the LF1? Standard cost right now is the $750. So we do have promos from now and every so often, but the standard price is $750. Another one from Thomas. I see, do you get leads generated? We actually do. Through our website, we do get a lot of questions and inquiries, especially as we're starting to get out there a lot more through LinkedIn and Facebook. Definitely we'll pass those on to the rep for that particular area. Again, the Hive, if you're looking at the racking and everything itself, it is a separate company. Some of our agencies already have signed a new agreement, but it is a new agreement or a different agreement than the SONARAY. SONARAY is still with the grow lights, so you're good there. If you want into the racking, it's just a separate agreement. Okay, one from Bob. I can send a success story. Actually, one of my boys got this started in the local school where the kids actually, we have pictures of them planting, harvesting. It actually got them very engaged. But yes, Bob, we can get you that. Aaliyah will make a note and we'll reach out to you. And we are working on, here's another question from Chad. We are working on a booklet of plants that grow real well in the LF1. If it grows in the LF1, we usually have no issue whatsoever transplanting it over to the commercial racking. So we start it in the LF1. If it works, then we can move it over. Typically, so far, knock on wood, we have not had any issues. And unless I see any more pop up here in the next few minutes, we'll conclude. Again, we did record this, so we will send you the link to it. And for everybody that did log in and attended, definitely appreciate your time. We'll have another webinar 2 weeks from today. Same time, 2 o'clock, 2 Eastern. And the invites should go out probably next week. So if you don't see them by next Friday, please reach out to us and we'll make sure to send you another one and make sure you're on the list. So with that said, everything seems to have gone a little quiet. So have a great day. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks.